Hey folks, we're here outside the White House, Lafayette Park. Behind me there's the White House, and this is the counter demonstration to the planned white nationalist KKK Charlottesville Unite the Right 2.0 rally at the White House. And this is the Answer Coalition rally, anti-racist forces that have assembled here. And we're here, hopefully we're going to talk to some folks. Hey, do you want to talk to me?
Sure.
All right, so what brings you out today?
Just to see, what the reaction is. Obviously, I don't like racists, so just here to fight the power, I guess.
So what's this about? Why are these, KKK kind of groups growing and stuff like that?
I know, we're from Manassas.
Okay.
Just 2 weeks ago, there was a second set of KKK flyers that are found all throughout driveways.
Yeah.
I just think they're on the up and up, taking advantage of people, who are weak-minded and just looking for a sense of purpose.
Well, what do you tell those people, right? The people that are like, they're mad about the economy failing and all of that, and then, the KKK comes along, tells them to blame black people, blame immigrants. What do you say to those people? What is the real problem?
You can't just blame one group of people. It's that whole, you point at somebody, you got three fingers looking at yourself, pointing back at yourself. You gotta look at yourself before you blame other people for everything.
So you think they should blame themselves?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Obviously it's a collective issue. It's not one certain group that's to blame for any of this.
One thing, I'm opposed to this stuff, by the way. And I always tell people, by the way, my ancestors fought for the Confederacy. And I always tell people, as someone whose ancestors fought for the Confederacy was disgusting, right?
Yeah, my ancestors worked for the Confederacy, so I understand.
Yeah, and that it was bad for white people. That's what's missing from it. People think it was good for white people. It was bad for white people. It was especially bad for the African Americans who were enslaved, but it was actually like white workers' wages in the South were far lower. The Confederacy was a disaster, and it was being supported by the British.
Sucks, so you don't have the infrastructure to support your workers, then you can't pay them well.
Right. The reason that people in the South had like a lower life expectancy and all of that was because of the plantation system. When you're competing with people who work for free, your boss is going to pay you nothing,
Yeah, capitalism in a nutshell.
Yeah. And that's the thing. The other thing that bothers me a little bit is I see so many people out here with these signs saying that like Russia is to blame, it's all Russia's fault. What do you think of that?
We need a scapegoat. It's America. We can't ever blame ourselves. We gotta blame somebody else.
During the Cold War, that's what they always said to anti-war protesters, right? It's like, you work for the Russians, you're a commie, traitor,
So you're alluding that we're trying to start another Cold War with Russia?
No.
Cold War 2.0?
But that's like this narrative, like you better obey the government or else you're working for the enemy. You know what I mean? And to see that coming out of like leftists and liberals, it bothers me.
That's just the government's prerogative. It's always us against them. It can never be all of us just trying to live together.
Yeah. What bothers me also is I feel like in some ways the media portrays the Nazis like they're the victims somehow, right? That like, you know what I'm saying? They always make it sound like, they just want to get their message out, and then the Antifa comes and beats them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that bother you?
Kinda. Honestly, it could all be done with the, small system of here, take the stick and talk, and then pass it to someone else. Don't interrupt everyone.
Yeah.
Hear everybody out, and then we'll all get our word across. And
I'm worried about the future of the country, and I feel like sadly a lot of the people that get drawn in by this KKK hate, if they were to actually understand that racism hurts them. You know what I mean? It doesn't just hurt the oppressed people; it also hurts them.
Oh yeah.
They might actually be more willing to listen to like maybe a Bernie Sanders type message than this KKK stuff.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Right.
What's your name, by the way?
Corey.
Corey. Well, it's good to talk to you, Corey. Thanks for talking. I'm going to post this on my YouTube, so good to talk to you.
What's the channel?
I'm Caleb Maupin. That's my name. So
Caleb Maupin.
I'm a journalist. I work with RT. I do write articles, do a lot of stuff. So
I'll subscribe.
All right. Thank you very much. I'll give you my card.
Oh, perfect.